I just loved the windows, and we knew we were going to preserve the windows. That was the only original item that we actually kept on the structure. Everything else had to be redone.
Transforming a former church into a place to stay. Welcome to Pocono Mountains Podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Jim Hamill. This is the 19th episode of Season 4. With fall arriving soon, the leaves will change color, and we'll have a gorgeous view from all vantage points across the Poconos. One location in particular is situated along a pristine creek with ponds, cottages, and that restored former church. Split Creek Preserve, Cottages, and Resort is a labor of love by the Blakesleys. Ross and Valerie jumped in both feet into fixing up the place that is now enjoyed by countless visitors to the Poconos. We sat down with the couple for a segment for the September Pocono Mountains magazine. Our conversation in full in a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions, with 2,400 square miles of mountains, forests, lakes, and rivers, with historic downtowns and iconic family resorts. It's the perfect getaway. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Now, back to the episode. Ross and Valerie Blakesley are the hosts with the most at their Split Creek Preserve Cottages and Resort. They entertain guests throughout all 4 seasons and take a lot of pride in doing it. The corner at St. Luke's is a gem, a must-see. In fact, you could do a virtual tour of the former church at our website, PoconoMountains.com. Just search for Split Creek Preserve. Watch for the segment on September's Pocono Mountains magazine. Until then, here's our uncut interview with Ross and Valerie at Split Creek Preserve. Enjoy. Hi, folks. It's Jim Hamill with Pocono Mountains Podcast, and we are here midsummer at a wonderful location on the Pocono roads. We're just in Chestnut Hill Township at the Split Creek Preserve Cottages and Resort, as well as this beautifully renovated historic church here in the township. This is the corner at St. Luke's, and I'm here with the self-proclaimed innkeepers, but of course, the people who have cared and manicured this amazing property, Ross and Valerie Blakesley. You guys have poured your heart and souls into this property, into this space. It's immaculate. Tell me why you first got into this many, many years ago now.
Well, it happens to be our neighborhood, and I was born and raised in this little vicinity, and it was a property that was beautiful in the 50s and 60s, and unfortunately fell into disrepair over the last 30 years or so. And it became available. It was originally a Methodist church up until 1995, and then it was the ecumenical group of churches developed the food pantry and clothing pantry for 25 years, and it became available, and we decided to make the jump and fix up the neighborhood and fix up this beautiful building.
You've done great work here. I'm sure that's taken a lot of time and effort and no doubt money too, but really you've been involved with pretty much every piece of this journey, right? Like from determining, what colors to put on the walls, right? So how proud are you of what the finished product is,
Well, Valerie can attest to that.
Well, when we obtained this property, and we decided within like 2 days to buy it because we retired from another business and we were young enough yet to do another venture, and we live right up the road and had to look at it for another 20 years. Sure. And we both thought, what can we do? We probably are the ones to do it if anyone would take on a project like this. So we did take it on 2 feet in. We knew we had to restore everything. So when it came time to actually get into the building, this was the building we did first, I just loved the windows, and we knew we were going to preserve the windows. That was the only original item that we actually kept on the structure. Everything else had to be redone.
And they're the stained glass for our listeners.
Stained glass, tiffany glass. Yeah. So I remember when the painters, it was time to paint, and I never decorated in my life. I love art. I love music. And I looked at the windows. I thought, oh my gosh, how can I get those colors to be throughout the whole place? So I just took my paint chips and looked at them and went through the rooms and decided to put a little bit of that color in every room.
The painters weren't happy about that.
The painters were not happy. I had too many colors, but I didn't care.
It's your place and it's your vision, and it's really homey, I feel like, and vibrant as well, but comfortable as well. You know, like you guys have a lot of very nice furniture in here.
We have 3 levels.
3 levels.
3 levels.
Yep. And you can sleep up to how many, Ross?
We can sleep from 8 to 12 people comfortably under the way we have it set up, but you can actually stick a few more in, but 8 to 12 is comfortable.
Yeah, and you've got all the amenities here. You've even got the baby grand piano, which you were telling me, Valerie, that was even something that you made a concerted effort to get one and find one that would fit in this space and be, you know, something that people could enjoy.
Yes. What I discovered, because I like the piano, sometimes when people go on vacation, especially a place like this, they like to be able to play the piano. And a lot of times there's no piano. And I thought we were going to have people here for holidays and events, or just themselves. And wouldn't it be nice if they had a piano? So that was very important to me, and it fit right in that corner.
That's a unique venue that we wanted to create for, you know, our market is, we're an hour and a half from the largest population center in the country. And we want to be able to offer something for them that's unique, but they need modern conveniences today. So we have 6 full bathrooms in the place, as well as 5 bedrooms and some pull-out sofas and all the things that everybody wants today.
The amenities that we provided, we always thought, what would we like? And that is because we're in the hospitality business, we understood what that meant to our clients. So what would we like when we go somewhere? And that's what we tried to emulate here. So
you don't need anything but coffee and food when you come.
When you come in.
That's they have everything.
It does seem like you've thought of just about everything. And for anybody who doesn't need as large of a space as the corner, the church, you do have other rentable cabins as well.
Right. We have a 50-acre property, and what we did was there were existing lodging on the property, but they were in disrepair. So we decided to make the decision of tearing them down. With the township's permission, thank goodness, we were able to do that and built 8 new cottages. Again, people like the modern conveniences today, as well as the serene, beautiful environment that we have. We have the ponds, we have the McMichael Stream coming through the property. It's very picturesque. We had to build a new bridge across the McMichael Stream with all the permits, of course, and we provided a beautiful surroundings for people to stay and enjoy, and as well as be only 25 minutes from everything in the Poconos as well.
And speak to me then about, you do have these repeat customers, right? The folks who are guests, but then they come back again multiple times after staying here.
Yeah, we have guests 7, 8 times that have come back in the last 3, 4 years. So we're very popular. We do make one major thing. When our guest first comes, we try in every major effort to meet them for at least 10 or 15 minutes. The meet and greet, and give them a face to the property.
Sure.
And that, if you read our journals, all our books that everybody signs a journal when they leave, we have thousands of people that have gone and want to come back. 100% come back. They're very, very happy.
It's understandable, especially if they're able to meet you guys and you are as hospitable as you are to us right now. And to think, too, that you have that personal connection. Your name is on one of the stained glass windows in the downstairs bathroom.
Yeah,
This was your church.
This happens to be my church as a child. And when they put the windows in the 50s, they happened to put the kids' names in a little Sunday school room, which is now one of the main bathrooms on the main floor. And my name happens to be one of them as a 6-year-old.
How about that?
So along with some neighborhood friends and who I'm still friends with, actually.
So it is really tied into the fabric of the community here. You've grown up here, you've created your family here and your life here, but also too, then you're sharing that now with the broader public.
Yeah.
It brings us great joy. When we had our open house, a lot of the people that knew something was going on with the property, because it was a distressed property, the whole thing across the ponds, there wasn't even any water in the pond, broken down places, and this was really a mess. So when we had the open house, the children came that were on the windows. The windows were sponsored by folks who sponsored the windows. And when the the grandchildren came in to see what happened with the church, because it hadn't been a church for 25 years, and we couldn't make it a church again. But they just had tears in their eyes because they thought this was something at least that we did that would be respectful of this building.
Yeah.
And it brings us joy to have people come with families and friends and really enjoy everything that we could
It provided a lot of happy and sad times for families.
Well, sure, because it was weddings, funerals, everything.
Yeah, right.
And so...
A lot of memories.
Carries on now in a whole new light, quite literally, through the windows here, and kind of brings, people that enjoyment then, too, of what we have around here. You said we have skydiving nearby, so a lot of people can do these activities, make this their home base, but they have the rest of the Poconos out there to ski in the winter months and to hit up all the, outdoor nature assets that we have, too, here in the summer.
A lot of our guests, as an example, they're gone all day long doing all the activities in the Poconos, as we all know. There's so many.
Jim Thorpe or Delaware, all the places that are within 25 minutes.
And Blue Ridge Winery, Cherry Valley, Sorrentis is close by, Mountain View Winery. Everything's within minutes.
You guys are centrally located.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Very much so.
You got a diner right down the road.
Yeah. Chestnut Hill Diner, Meadowbrook
And
Diner.
Meadowbrook, we say whichever way you leave here, you're going to hit a diner. It's only within half
Hilltop Ice Cream's a minute away.
Okay.
West End Fair next week is a few minutes away. The West End is a growing community, and for years it was never looked at as a serious area. Well, it's a very large population area now. We have a huge roundabout now they've been working on in town, and it should be finished this year. But we'll see if it takes care of the traffic or not. We'll find out.
But you guys are happy to have people stay here, whether it's, winter months, summer months, but also too midweeks are pretty prime times for people to come on in and book and stay in the cabins or even here at the corner.
Yeah, and they can get special rates during the midweek off-season times. Of course, July and August are busy months in the summer, and our ski season is busy as long as we have snow to work with and the temperatures to work with. But off-season has become...
people also come for their anniversaries.
A lot of anniversaries.
A lot of anniversaries. The repeat people who come, they really do like that. If they had a really nice experience and they want to come back.
Yeah.
And also people who get married, not here anymore, but if they get married locally, they like the wedding party could stay here.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing this weekend, in fact. We're having a wedding party that's staying even though they're not getting married.
Family we actually know, their granddaughter's getting married, and they're coming in for 3 days with their families from India and local folks, and it's a big happy time.
Well, we're glad to have this opportunity to showcase what you guys have here. We're very thankful that you've opened up your doors to us, but too to so many people who get to come and enjoy the Pocono Mountains region through the corner and, of course, Split Creek Cottages and Resort here. Really, really thankful to you guys both.
Thank you, too.
Well, thank you.
Valors.
We appreciate that.
Cheers and many years of happiness.
Thank you.
Split Creek Preserve, 8 cottages and a restored historic church, plus ponds, ducks, and a creek, all situated in the heart of the Poconos. Find out more at PoconoMountains.com. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week, highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen.
Backed by popular demand at the Wayne County Fairgrounds.
Come to the 2nd annual Honesdale Beer and Wine Fest.
Presented by Honesdale Rotary.
Sunday, October 13th, and we got tons of food vendors too.
Let's not forget about the ton of breweries that we have here and fantastic beer.
And don't forget about the wineries and distilleries.
Live music. 3 amazing bands.
Get your tickets at HonesdaleBeerAndWineFest.com.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. Now for a Pocono Mountains Podcast Extra. And for that, our PTN intern, Cal Assant from ESU.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cal Assant. Let's take a look at another unique year-round lodging experience in the Pocono Mountains with a story Brianna Strunk did at Camp Tell Poconos in Albrightsville. Guests can stay in a cabin, a tiny home, or one of their themed glamptainers, which are renovated shipping containers with modern amenities made so visitors can camp in style. On site, there are plenty of family-friendly activities to do around the property, creating the perfect home base for your next trip to the Poconos. Let's dive in and check out what Camptel Poconos has to offer.
Today we're going camping in the Poconos, but this isn't a tent and it isn't an RV. To see why this place is so unique, you have to check it out from the outside. It is so cool, you won't be able to contain yourself.
Welcome to Camptel Poconos, right here in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. We have glamping here. We have various size cabins and tiny homes available to rent, as well as 40-foot containers. They are produced down in Florida and shipped up to us. Our glamptainers, as well as our cabins and our tiny homes, are fully functional with heat and air conditioning. We have televisions in every unit, and we have Wi-Fi. So you're camping in the woods, but in style. Some of our most popular cabins and glamptainers include Sunshine, which is a 40-foot container and can sleep 4. We have Speedway here, which is related to NASCAR and racing. We have Nittany, which is related obviously to Penn State University right here in Pennsylvania. And we also have Pinstripe, which is related and associated with New York Yankees. Camptel Poconos has plenty of amenities on hand on our property. We have hot tubs. We have a paintball skirmish set up, and we have a full gym with a sauna. We have a community fire pit on the property that has a life-size chess game. We have cornhole. We also have horseshoes and bocce ball. We have a restaurant and a bar called The Canteen. It will be available to public as well as guests. It will be serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there is a full bar. Camptel Poconos opened in August of 2021. We are close to Pocono Raceway, Hickory Run State Park, and Pocono Whitewater Rafting. Camptel Poconos is open year-round, not just seasonally. So you can come in and experience the summer with hiking. You can come in the winter time and possibly be snowed in the comfort of your own cabin. For winter lodging, it's perfect that we are very close to Jack Frost and Big Boulder.
Book your stay any time of the year on camptelpoconos.com. While there, check out all 25 rental units with even more to come. All right, now I'm excited to spend some time in my favorite place here, the Pocono Raceway-inspired tiny home. We'll see you later. For the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strem.
Camptel Poconos open year-round, close to Hickory Run State Park, picturesque waterfalls, and a variety of winter sports. Take your pick, a tiny home or luxury shipping container converted to a cool place to lay your head. Find out more at PoconoMountains.com. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Pocono Mountains Podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.